What's your view on the future of the flexible workspace sector?
Based on everything I've heard today, what I think is just an outstanding conference, one of the best in the UK of its type. I think there's an incredibly exciting future for this whole sector. I've seen it mature and develop so much in the last 10 years or so that I've been associated with the BCA coming to these conferences. The future obviously is about innovating in areas that customers want. It's hard to predict, but we're so close to our customers in many cases. We have a captive audience to work closely with to progress in areas that are relevant to them, which gives individual businesses points of difference. It gives customers an environment which helps them to nurture and grow their business, and it gives added strength and impetus to this entire business sector. I think that the future is incredibly exciting for this very progressive sector.
How can business centres keep pace with their customers who are moving so quickly in terms of digital technology and other things?
Same advice I would give to any sector and any client is listen, 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 listen. To listen, you first of all got to put yourself in the space with your clients to have that engagement, to have that conversation. And not necessarily asking the question, what do you want? But how does your business work? What sort of things work for you these days? How does it feel to be in your kind of business? What gets in the way? What annoys you? To talk around the topic, to try and pluck those little pieces of insight which signal that our customers, our clients, potential or existing, have a problem. I call it a circle of pain. We need to step inside that circle of pain and understand what it feels like. We heard today from one of the speakers that it isn't about the obvious stuff, the physicality of the office. It's about the emotional requirements. Customers buy so much more from us than simply the office space. They're buying a dream. They're buying the opportunity to nurture a new venture. They're worried, they're scared, they're excited. If we can become their partners in that exciting journey, their trusted confidants, their advisors, then we have clients and partners for life. And I think that's really what we want to listen, 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 engage in that conversation. And customers will tell us what they need from us.
So are there any other industries that the business centre sector can learn from as it continues to grow?
Almost invariably, because every industry can learn from another one. The obvious ones to learn from would be, for example, the hotel business, the progressive sectors within the restaurant business. But that tends to assume that those sectors have a lot of a head start. They're doing lots of things that we're not doing in this sector. That isn't always the case. I believe this sector has grown up massively in the last 10 to 15 years, and in fact we're leading the way in many of those innovations. But also look beyond the obvious. Look at what the tech sectors are doing. Look at different types of companies, smaller, larger, overseas companies operating across a diverse range of markets, companies operating with different business models, for example, companies who've really embraced customer experience as a source of competitive advantage. How do we know that? Because if we go and talk to businesses like Forrester, who do all of their research around this area, they'll tell us who's standing out from the crowd. There aren't that many of them. If we go and look at them, we can pluck ideas and import them to our sector, which is a really smart thing to do. There isn't necessarily one industry to focus on. I think we have to be like magpies and pick the best from all over the place and then figure out how to blend that into the serviced and managed office space environment.
Thank you very much.